Every hurt has a healing, and it's up to us to initiate that healing. There's two basic things we need to start this path in being in balance. And being in balance is living the life I want to live, or being in the process of moving towards the life I want to live. The first step on that path is responsibility. Taking responsibility for every single thing that happens in your life, for every emotional experience you have. Now, I'm not saying that you can walk out the door, get hit by a bus, and saying that's my responsibility. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, as we go through life, we get hurt by other people, by situations, by circumstances. We get hurt, and we experience that hurt. 6 months later, if we're still recalling that hurt from memory, that's our responsibility. Whatever hurt is back here, it's responsibility of something else or somebody else. But we carry it forward, then it becomes our responsibility because we're keeping it alive, we're nurturing it. It becomes our story that we feed every single day. So after the incident and after the normal healing time, we have to take responsibility for the emotional experience that we're having in life. Take responsibility for everything. And that means no longer blaming somebody, no longer blaming something, no longer blaming life itself, no longer blaming anything. It's my responsibility right now to determine the emotional experience I'm going to have in this moment. Nobody else's. Nobody can take that from me if I don't give it to them. It's the same with you. You are totally responsible for determining the emotional experience you have in any given moment. And you might be standing in front of great adversity and great ugliness, but you're still in control of the effect that's going to have on you. Responsibility. You are the determinator of your life. You are the determinator of your emotional experience. The second thing is confidence. You know, we sit here Sunday after Sunday after Sunday and we hear these beautiful things and we immerse ourselves in truth principles. Then we go out and we run into a situation or circumstance, and I'm including myself in this, and we just wonder, I don't know if I can do this or not. I don't know if I can stand in the midst of this adversity and not fire back or fight back or shout back. I don't know if I can climb this mountain. It just seems too great. But believe me, life is resilient. You can do it. You're wired for that. You have it within you. You take a basketball and you bounce it on the ground, it bounces back. You can do that over and over and over again. It continues to bounce back. Well, the basketball is just like you in the events of your life. If life takes you down, you can bounce back. But what happens if the basketball is flat? You throw it down to the ground and it stays there. And sometimes we get flat. And when I say flat, I mean that we don't rise up to grasp the hope that we have within us. We don't rise up to grasp the strength we have within us. We don't rise up to grasp the wisdom, the intelligence we have in us. We don't rise up to grasp the resilience that's in us. We stay flat. But it's always there. All we have to do is turn to it. So there's two basic things to start this path. And over the next 9 weeks, we're going to walk through it together, arm in arm. As Janet said, you can get the book in the bookstore if you choose. But we're going to establish balance in our lives where we can't be toppled or we can't wobble, through the rest of our lives. Right now, I feel very good about all of you. And many of you I've never met, I don't even know you, but I feel good about you, and I feel good about the life you're living, even though I don't know the situations and circumstances that you might be facing. Perhaps you might be in that rut right now, but I know that you can rise up and overcome it. I just know that you have the spirit of life within you, and that spirit provides for you resilience to rise above and overcome anything that attempts to stop your peace of mind or your sense of well-being. I feel good about myself right now, and I feel good about the life that lies ahead of me. I feel good about Unity Temple, and I see Unity Temple as a future that's very, very bright, even though presently things are difficult. Now, it's my responsibility to share this with you because this isn't Duke's church, this is our church. Every single person that's in this room has a share, owns a share of Unity Temple. Whether you're a member or not a member, whether you're here for the first time or not, if you're here today, you own a share of the temple. So you need to know what's happening here. We had a very difficult summer as a result of some of the instability that took place with the government, with Social Security, kind of being threatened. Job unemployment continues on. During the summer months, attendance lessens and the offerings aren't quite as great. And so we get to a point where the expenses are consistent. Our utilities continue on and get higher. Our insurance continues on and gets higher. Our services aren't cut back. They continue to move along at the same expense, but the revenues come up short. And so we enter into a period where the expenditures are higher than the income. If that persists over a couple months or 3 months, we find ourselves in a very tight spot. Now, mind you, I'm not up here asking you for money. That kind of sounds like I am, doesn't it? I guess I kind of am, in a very subtle way. I kind of am asking you to do what you can, whether it's in a prayerful state or whether it's in a financial state. I don't care. And I don't want you to step out and do something that is going to be detrimental to your own financial foundation. I'm just saying right now, our church could use a little help. We're all blessed. We're all the blessing. And the bright light of life shines forth in the future. I'd like to say that and have you repeat it after me. Please say, I am blessed. I am the blessing. The bright light of life shines before me. And so it is.